Yo, what's up? We are in the car driving and headed to Chicago today. Troy, you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'd be more excited if I was going to someplace warm, but you know.
Yeah, what is it, 10 degrees today? 19 right now.
I love Chicago. My dad is originally from Chicago. My grandparents lived there to the dying age. Yeah, my dad's side. So Palos Heights, Park Ridge, Illinois. I'm looking forward to going to the Windy City. It's literally my favorite city in the country. You know, not the weather, but I love it over there. And I grew up cheering for two teams, right? Well, maybe three. I have Cincinnati Reds for a while, but Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox, and neither one could win a World Series. I was like, oh, this is never going to happen. These two big cities, nothing's going to happen, and you know, but you keep cheering for them, and you know, you overcome. It's kind of like my life. For most of my life, nothing happened. Like nothing happened. I was grinding, and I didn't have success. You know, I ate ramen noodles as a child. I ate ramen noodles as an adult. I've had, you know, times in my life in my 20s and, you know, where I had negative money in the checking account. I overdrew. I had you know, overdraft charges, and you know, it was tough. And you know, you just keep persevering and hoping that things are going to come right, and you just keep growing and trying to get better and not quitting and not giving up. And you know, that's the key. Is I never quit, and you know, but I struggled. I had a lot of struggles. So where I am today, it makes me feel good that where I came from, you know, lived in the basement of my grandparents' house, my aunt and uncles, and you know, I think about the Cubs that just went nowhere in life, and the Red Sox that went nowhere. But things change, and now the Cubs have won the World Series. The Red Sox have won several, including the current. That's the whole thing. Is the answers change in life. The answers change if you keep trying to change. You know, the people around you get better when you get better, and you got to read, and you got to learn, and you got to keep grinding it out, and not compare yourself to other people, and which is tough to do. We all want to compare ourselves, and you know, but we can't play a victim. And you know, at some point I had to say I can't be the victim. I can't say poor me. You know, my life stinks. I don't have a college education. You know, you know, I barely graduated high school and flunked out of college. And, you know, at some point you can't play the victim. You have to accept the cards that were dealt, and you have to move forward. You have to move on. And, you know, that reminds me when I go to Chicago and I Wrigley Field and the Cubs, all the heartaches, and, you know, are they really jinxed? Are they truly jinxed? And, you know, they come out of winning World Series. You know, sometimes you ask yourself, I asked that in my life, maybe just not going to get better, but you don't give up. The Cubs didn't give up. And, you know, it really is a story about who you hang out with matters, because the Cubs were never going to win anything. They were never going to win anything because they were around the wrong group. And they got Theo Epstein, who was a born winner, took the Red Sox to World Series. They got the best coach in baseball, Jack Madden. So it was the team. And sometimes we're around the wrong team and we can't get better. Well, in life, I was around the wrong team. I was hanging around with the wrong crowd. I was around slippery surfaces. But I didn't know who to get around with. So how did I improve and get around the right team? It was the books I read, it was the audios, and I was learning about success. I was learning about people who had no money, had no education, and that overcame. And I said, wow, why can't I be like this? But it's baby stepping every day. And so just like the Cubs that, you know, kind of try, I always think of the Cubs that just could not have won a World Series since 19 whatever, and then they're champions, and just like the Red Sox, and it's a great story about people in life. And if you can overcome, you know, Hollywood is always about overcoming. I never, ever, ever get impressed with a kid that graduates from an Ivy League school and his parents are, you know, millionaires, and he goes out and makes $100,000 a year. I'm not impressed with that. What impresses me when people are overcomers, when people, maybe they came from a rough childhood, maybe there was a divorce in their family. That's what Hollywood wants. It's all about overcoming. And so, you know, it's where you're at is not where you're going. You got to rip the rearview mirror off and keep going forward. So looking forward to going to Chicago. City of the overcomers.